is it okay if you coach your kids? I'm not the biggest fan of a dad coaching, or a parent, don't have to be a dad, mom or dad coaching their kids. That doesn't mean it doesn't work. Just like my dad used to coach my brother, and he always got stuff from parents for favoritism and all this BS, even though he probably didn't do any of it. So I just think you always put yourself at risk for that, unless you have a good relationship with the parents to get them to understand. You can just understand that there are going to be political risk, so to speak, or inherent risk is probably a better word. I think also it's good to have a different voice as well, even if it's not right away. I can tell you from personal experience, you got to find a coach, right? So if it's not you, eventually it can't be you, right? It's got to be somebody else. But if you get to a point where you get to a high level, or you feel like you can add value, you can always add value to them. You'll get to a point where a crossroads will happen where they're going to want to combat you for a little while, right? They're not going to want to listen to dad. You have to be ready for that point. I don't know when that's going to be. It sounds like you're not there yet. It usually will be, I'd say, like 10 to like 13 is usually that range when they start getting real combative, what I've noticed with parents. And they might loosen up a little bit, especially if they know that they're a high-level individual. Be mindful of those details. And then I think it's good for them to also hear a different voice, because, you already mentioned that they might want to be a professional. They might want to play college. Obviously, that nobody can control that, and you already said it. They have to have different voices, because if they get to college, they're going to have probably a new coach every year. Or like example would be the guy that recruited me to play college. That summer he got fired, or he quit. I don't know which one. And then I had a new coach. So the guy that even recruited me was gone within 2 months of me accepting to go to the school. And you just have to learn how to deal with those type of things.